Hey guys, this week I want to talk to you about overcompensating with your stabilizers on your hunting bow. I see a lot of guys come in here that are, it's getting more and more popular for hunters that are starting to run, even 10, 12, 15-inch bars and really big long back bars on your bow. And sometimes these can definitely help the bow hold and aim better on target. However, I think a lot of customers are missing the core fundamentals when it comes to how good does a bow aim on target. And the main core things that I look for me is number one is draw length of the bow, and number two is hold weight. So with draw length, I play around with that quite a bit on my hunting bows. I'll even get to the point where I'm twisting strings and cables to micro adjust draw length, like plus or minus an eighth or a quarter either way, especially with a lot of these bows that have a half-inch increment. Sometimes a half-inch too long or a half-inch too short is too much movement. So I'll get to the point where I play with strings and cables, twisting those to really fine-tune my draw length. And then the next thing I like to play around with is the length of my loop. And a lot of times what I'll do when I get a brand new bow set up, I'm going to go to the range. I'm only going to shoot my bow with my rest and my sight. That is it. No other piece of accessory on my bow. And I'm going to make sure that I can get that bow to aim exceptionally well with just the rest and just the sight. I'm going to make sure that the pin float, the pin movement on target is exactly how I want it to be. And then the next step that I do is I actually then add stabilizers to my bow. Now for 3D, I am running a little bit longer set of bars for 3D. It definitely helps my bow hold and aim a little bit better on target. But what I see a lot of customers do is maybe they don't have the core of the fundamentals as far as the draw length and the hold weight. They get a lot of pin float and pin movement. And what they try to do is overcompensate with running a lot longer or a lot heavier bars. And to me, you're kind of putting a band-aid on the problem. For the field and for hunting, these obviously aim well. I love them for 3D, but it's not my favorite thing to pack around the mountain. Some guys get used to it and enjoy it and really like it. For me though, I do prefer a little bit shorter, more compact stabilizer in the field. Just catches on less brush. It's easier to put on my backpack. So, if you guys have any questions or need any help, you want to come in and demo some stabilizers, come into Wilde Arrow Archery. We have a great selection of stabilizers, but I want to look at the core fundamentals of your bow first. If your draw length is off, maybe your bow's not perfectly tuned, you're not getting that pin to hold perfectly on target, I don't want you to buy a big long set of bars and overcompensate without looking at the root cause of the problem, why the bow's not aiming well. So, give us a like on this page if you like it, this content. Leave us a comment. If you guys have some different opinions, some different points of view on there, I like to hear that feedback. I'm still a sponge when it comes to this. There's different ways to do it. So leave us a comment below. If you have a different method or something else you prefer, something you found that worked better for you, let us know in the comments below. Come into the shop and try some. If you need any help, we're happy to help you out. Remember to get wild.